Hey guys, so, yeah, a video that isn't Doctor Who Flux related. Basically, while waiting for the next episode of Doctor Who Flux to come out, I decided, there's something I haven't done in a while, and, I'm an anime channel, so, I'm an anime-based channel, so, yes, I could talk about Doctor Who, but, I wanted to go back, also talk about more of my anime. So today I decided I would do my top 10 Anime Husbandos. And if you don't know what Husbando is, it's basically a male character from an anime that you particularly love or are attracted to, or like there are various degrees of Husbandos. But this is basically my silly little preference. Alright, now some rules. I'm only choosing one per anime, because I've done other anime top 10 lists where I've chosen multiple from the same anime. This one, I'm specifically choosing one each from each person, from each show. Now, number 10, okay, now the other rules. The bottom pick is someone who, yes, I still love, but am more vanilla to. The top one, literally a character I would let jump me if they were in real life. And basically, let's get into it. Alright, number 10. Number 10 is a character who, like, I loved, like, since the first time I watched the series, I have loved this character. Like, and that's Gohan. But I want to specifically reference, this is adult / Boo arc Gohan. Not young Gohan. Young Gohan's cute, but this is specifically adult to teen Gohan. Like, that way it's... Because, again, young Gohan is cute, but Boo arc to now... I mean, look at this. He is a dilm. A dad I'd like to meet. I mean, look at that. And I've mentioned before, Gohan is my favorite character from Dragon Ball Z, but... like, I wish, like, he was used more. Anyways, the next pick. Number 9. Hikaru Hitachin from Orange's Club. I know I've said before that I can't choose between the two because, like, you can't have one without the other. But for this one, I specifically am choosing Hikaru because, one, I'd win the which one of us is Hikaru game, and two, I like Hikaru more as a character because he's, much like with my my discussion of which is better between Phantom Blood and Battle Tendencies, I prefer the more gruff and no holds barred type of character. Like, because for me, Kaoru is Jonathan and Hikaru is definitely Joseph. Like, if that makes any sense. Because that's literally the difference between the two personalities. Like, they're both very, corrupted, but one is definitely more so than the other. Alright, number 8. Speaking of character dynamics, Okuyasu Nijimura. And yes, and I haven't shown this in a video yet, but I have talked about it. I've had this for a while, and Okuyasu Nijimura is by far my favorite character from Part 4, next to Josuke, and there's a good reason. Like, he's just a wholesome cinnamon boy who just wants some good food. And honestly, next to Crazy Diamond, the hand is definitely the most powerful stand in Part 4. Like, don't give me the whole... like, regardless of Bites the Dust, like, and Killer Queen, that, like, if you need an easy person to win you a fight, the hand, to literally not erase the space between you and the person, and like, literally beat the crap out of somebody, that's why I picked him. Alright, next, that, and also, he's just so pure and innocent. Like, yes, he has a thing for both Josuke and his mom, but that's shipping territory. This is specifically canon wise, but I do ship Josuyasu. Like, that's adorable. Like, there's a reason I keep him over with Josuke. Where I have them. I have them. But for my next update, I'll literally show you what I've done with it so far. What I've done with my collection. So, anyways, that's enough stalling about this video. From this part of the video. Alright, number 7. Gray Buster from Fairy Tail. Now, Gray, like, he's from the moment I first watched Fairy Tail to now, like, I haven't even gotten through all of it. Like, I feel like if an anime is, like, too long, I can't sit through and binge like I used to. And, like, I tried to finish, like, a bunch of other stuff. Like, I tried to finish Inuyasha. I tried to finish, Fairy Tail. I tried to catch up on, other shows as well. But, like, I literally haven't had the motivation. But Gray, like, he, as a character, I prefer him more to Natsu, but that's not to say I don't like Natsu. Like, there's a reason I have both him and Natsu. That and I also ship Gratsu, but you didn't hear that from me. And, yeah, like, I like the ice-based powers more than I like flame-based, which is ironic considering Todoroki is one of my favorite characters in My Hero Academia. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. Now, going on from that to the next person on the list. Funny enough, this is the only titular character that I actually have on this list, and it's for a good reason. Because, like, yes, you can debate whether or not the rest of the characters of the show are great, but next to 2 other characters from this same show, this guy is honestly best boy, and that's why he's my favorite husbando from the show. This character being Korko Tetsuya. Like, yes, he has a lack of presence, but next to Kagami and Aomine, he is arguably best boy of that series. And look, by the way, this is, if you wonder where I got this, because yes, I am aware that this is a very limited edition figure. I got it off of Macari. So, shout out to that app. And, yeah. So, number 7. Number 6. Korko Tetsuya. Yeah. And number 5. A character who's arguably the best from their series, and another character that I ship with the main character, L from Death Note. Now L is a character that, like, literally kept Light on his toes the entire time. Even up until after his death, he always had a backup plan. Like, L has more backup plans than Dio does. And Dio is L. And Dio is the king of backup plans. And if I'm saying that he has more backup plans than Dio does, he's a master strategist. And quite frankly, like, I know that there's a Death Note musical. If they ever released a full Death Note musical script in English, and, like, the rights are out to it, I would so audition for it. So, yes. Number 5, L from Death Note. Now, getting into the more nitty-gritty as we move into the top 4. Now, if you know me, you know what animes are left, and before I move into the more top 10s, I wanted to at least add Claudia from Violet Evergarden as an honorable mention to this, because he is the most wholesome cinnamon roll of that entire show, next to Violet herself. And, like, honestly, I kind of wanted him and Violet to get together, but I imagine the show had other plans, and, like I don't ship Violet with the captain, with, like, her commander. he is a father to her. I do ship him. I do ship Violet with Claudia, but I'm literally the only one. And if I'm not, comment down below. Anyways, back to the list. Number 4. Now, Free Toby is a show that is actually one of the first I watched when I first started watching anime. And, like, funny enough, I think I watched this after watching Yuri on Ice, which there was sadly no Yuri on Ice characters on this list. But if there were, Victor would definitely be on it. Like, he's another honorable mention. So, Victor Nikiforov is also an honorable mention. Now, Free Toby. I love all of the characters of that show, except for Hiromi, or Hiyori, or how do you say it? Hiyori, I think it is, but that's for a whole other reason. But my favorite character, and arguably the most hunky and attractive character of the show, next to Sosuke, but I don't have a plushie of him, and next to Rin, who's my favorite character, Makoto Tachibana. Now, Makoto, he is the ultimate big brother character because he's the most sweet, kind-hearted, but will fuck you up if you mess with him type of character. And, yeah, because, like, I base this both on the personality and their looks, and Makoto does both for me. Like, yes, I love Rin, but, Season 1, like, Season 1's the most, like, rewatchable season of Free. Because, like, you get to see exactly why Rin is such a dick. But Makoto, like, I feel bad for him because he gets shelved, like, after Season 2. Like, after the end of Season 2. And, like, I feel like they need to do more with his character because Mako Haru is a cute ship. And, like, I'm sorry, I prefer this, even though that's not me saying I don't love this, but I prefer, honestly, this is OT3. Like, come on. Like, you gotta give Haru both of his husbandos. And, anyway, back to Makoto. Like, next to Rin, he is my favorite character. Also Rei, but that's because he's the only other glasses character, and I wear glasses. But that's a whole nother. I'll go on a separate top 5 list for my husbandos from Free Toby, and I'm pretty sure you know the 5 I'm talking about. Anyways, now the real nitty-gritty stuff. The top 3. This is where I had trouble, like, when forming this list, because there are so many characters from the shows that I have yet to talk about that I love, but, like, I had to pick one from each category. So, number 3, Nishinoya Yu from Haikyuu. Now, Nishinoya is arguably my favorite character from Haikyuu, and, like, from the moment they first introduce him, he just screams bi energy. And I've gotten into so many arguments with people on Facebook through the group saying, "Hey, what are you talking about? Nishinoya is not bi. He's straight. No, the fuck he isn't. Look at half of the way he acts. Look at how he acts around Nato. Whenever we first see him, he blushes at Hinata when he gets complimented. He has gay eyes for Asahi. Like, the whole reason he first quits when he's first introduced is because of Asahi. And it's another guy character. Anyways, like, he also has such badass energy. Like, if I had to choose, like, the biggest anime badass, it would be Nishinoya. But that's a whole separate video for another time. Anyways, next. Alright. Now, there are 2 categories left. There are 2 slots left. And for number 2, like, My Hero, like, I have the most amount of merch from My Hero Academia. Like, Like, I have so much, like, minifigures, so many shirts, so many stuff from them. Like, it's not my favorite character. It's not my favorite anime. That's still left to come. But it's arguably my top second. Number 2, Kirishima Ejiro. Now, yes, Todoroki and Bakugo are, like, Kirishima, Bakugo, and Todoroki are my top 3. And, like, I love Kirishima more because his personality, and he is arguably the best, one of the best characters of that series. And, like how can you not like Kirishima? He is the ultimate next to Kaminari, he is the ultimate cinnamon roll. And quite frankly, like, but next to Deku, I ship him with Bakugo the most. But that's a whole separate conversation. Alright, now, number 1. Skate to Infinity is a series that I recently got into, and most of you know that I love the series, because if you've watched my previous anime collection update video, you'll know that there's almost no merch of this, and then when there are, it's literally all through Etsy, like customs. And I struggled between putting this character and Adam for the top pick, or Adam for this topic, but I decided to pick this one because, for those of you who know Skate to Infinity, know the reason why. Joe from Skate to Infinity. Now, yes, now he arguably is the most attractive character from that show, and that's saying a lot. And like I said, next to Adam, he is my favorite character. And Joe, like, he is the dad of that franchise, of that series, and like I would let him jump me, and I would say thank you for it. Because also, this is a Funko Pop I haven't shown on the channel yet, and look at how great that is. Like, look at that. Like, oh my god. I got this off of Etsy, and I literally, like, I was going to have, like, another person, like, make me this character, but then I saw it, and I'm like, oh my god, you have to make me a Joe and Cherry. Like, I got Joe now, but I have to wait for later to get the Cherry, because I am saving up for paying my bill next semester for college, and anyways, that's basically my much it. Like, what is your list? Do you agree with my picks? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's get this discussion going. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time for another video. Who knows what it's going to be about, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.